What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at 10 cursed dolls by Slapped Ham. Now, one thing about me and dolls, man, I never liked them. Cabbage Patch nor Barbie dolls. They all creep me out because of the eyes, and they just look like they're staring at you. With that being said, if you haven't subscribed, take the next 3 seconds to do so. And if you're still thinking about it, I don't know what for, just tap the button. It's free. I want you to give me 3 things that creep you out about dolls. Could it be their eyes? Could it be the way that they sit there? Could it be that little smirk on their face? Either way, let me know.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're talking about terrifying toy dolls. From a cursed doll caught moving on camera to one that's said to come alive and attack people. Join us as we take a look at 10 cursed dolls and their thrilling backstories.
In 1904, a boy named Robert Eugene Otto from Key West, Florida, received a doll as a present. It was a gift from his grandfather who had recently returned from a trip to Germany.
Now, what type of doll is that? Is that a sailor?
Robert after himself and had an immediate attachment to it. At night, Robert's parents claimed that they could hear
oh my God, look at you.
doll in his bedroom.
Who are you looking at?
A strange voice would answer back.
Like those black eyeballs.
As time went by, Robert grew more and more fond of the doll. It had its own place at the dinner table and would sleep in his bed at night.
At the dinner table?
Robert's parents began to notice that their son's behavior was changing. They often found overturned furniture and objects scattered throughout the house. When they asked their son about the mess, he would get very angry and say that the doll was the one that did it. Years later, when Robert got married, he placed the doll in the attic. Children who passed by the house claimed that the
look at that. How could you trust that?
The attic window, and that its expression would often change. When Robert and his wife passed away in the mid-1970s, the new owners of the house said they would often...
oh, and the doll has a baby, a miniature.
...in the attic. They too claimed that the doll's expression would change from day to day.
What?
Today, Robert the doll has a new residence. He is housed within a glass case at the Key West Fort East Martello Museum.
Put a cage around that case.
If you're feeling particularly brave, you can go and see him for yourself. But
not that brave.
What you say in front of him, as he might just pay you a visit in the middle of the night.
Why would you say that? I don't want to be paid no visits. Nam visit by Robert.
From Galveston, Texas, bought this voodoo doll.
Ooh, look at the state of that.
And she bargained for. The eBay listing explicitly warned the buyer not
you bought that off eBay?
The silver casing or risk releasing its evil powers. The woman paid no attention and removed the doll as soon as it
Who in the right state of mind will buy a voodoo doll off of eBay?
Started hearing mysterious tapping noises throughout her house. She also began having very vivid nightmares and would often wake to find the doll in strange places. The woman then claimed she woke one morning with scratches all over her body. Scared, the woman decided to send the doll back to the person she had bought it from. However, the package
return to sender.
Her, the box read, "Resident deceased."
OM Jesus.
In 1918, 17-year-old Aikichi Suzuki was visiting the Japanese city of Sapporo. While he was there, he decided to buy a doll for his younger sister Akiku as a souvenir for his trip. The young girl,
that doll looks real,
loved the doll immensely and would play
with
it
every
day. Sadly, a year later, the young girl died of an intense fever.
That doll been through some things. Look at it. Look at the bangs.
Altar and began praying to it every day. The family noticed that the doll's hair had started to grow, and so they believed Akiku's spirit had taken refuge in the doll itself.
Oh, man.
In 1938, the family placed the doll in the care of the Monenji Temple, located in the town of Iwamizawa in Hokkaido, Japan. To this day, the doll's hair is said to have kept growing. Once the hair reaches the doll's knees, it's cut short, and each time it grows back. A sample was sent for scientific analysis, and it was concluded that it was in fact human. The doll is now well known right across Japan and remains on display at the temple to this day. Many visitors come each year to see the doll and pay their respects to Akiku, the little girl who passed away.
Why would you visit that? And you're paying respects? Oh my God.
2008, 2-year-old Florida.
Oh, here we go. Tickle me Elmo.
Was verbally threatened by his Elmo Knows Your Name doll. The doll, which can be programmed to repeat phrases and names, began singing "Kill James" over and over again.
What?
His mother Melissa realized what the doll was saying after she changed its batteries. I noticed exactly what it was saying, Bowman said, and my son was repeating exactly what it was saying too. It's not something you'd ever think would come out of a toy, Bowman.
What?
But once I heard, I was kind of distraught. She immediately took the doll away from her
It's
son and
possessed.
contacted the manufacturer. Fisher-Price investigated the incident and offered the Bowmans a voucher for a replacement. Let's hope
Don't
they
want
don't
another
decide
one.
to
Just
make
give me my
a
money
Who
back.
Knows Where You Live version of this doll.
Whoa. Oh my
Amelia
God,
doll
look
was
at
auctioned on eBay. She became one of the most viewed items. On the listing, the
Look
seller
at
posted
that.
a warning that read, "This doll is not recommended for the weak of
Look
heart or
at
for
the
any little
green
kids that live in
eyeballs.
their bedrooms." The doll's original owner claimed that Amelia's eyes used to be blue, but they had turned an eerie shade of green over time. They said once her eyes changed colour, weird things started to happen.
Oh
The person who
man.
eventually purchased Amelia said that he began to hear childish laughter coming from the room she was kept in. He also claimed to have seen her waving at him, and once he found her standing alone in the hallway.
Waving? How the hell did you get in the hallway?
In 1914, the British Army suspected that a German couple living in Singapore were actually spies. They detained the pair, but their daughter managed to escape, only to fall off a cliff and die a short time later.
Oh man, that's
Locals
messed up.
erected a shrine on Pulau Ubin Island, in memory of the little girl that contained a lock of her hair as well as her crucifix. Over the years, many visitors came to pay their respects to the little girl. In 2007, a local man had a reoccurring dream about a young girl who would lead him into a toy store to buy a Barbie doll for her.
What?
Believing that the spirit of the German girl was trying to contact him, the man went to the store and bought the exact doll he had seen in his dreams. In an effort to appease the young girl's restless spirit, he took the doll to the memorial and placed it in the center of the shrine.
Oh, that's
The doll
just
is still there
sick.
to this day, and people now come from all over the world to visit the shrine and pay their respects to the little girl, who they hope will bring them good luck.
No, that's just sick, man.
In January 2017, this
Oh, what have we here?
possessed doll surfaced online. In the clip, a young girl can be seen sitting on the floor playing with one of her dolls. In the corner, another doll's head begins to move all by itself.
Every single one of those dolls has got to
It
go.
was reported to have been set up by the
Bye.
girl's father after she complained that something was bothering her. In another
Look at
clip,
the hair
young
on
girl
that
can be
doll.
seen drawing when suddenly papers mysteriously blow across the
Oh, never liked them. Never liked them.
As
Oh,
the girl runs from shot, several objects are thrown around the room. The clip ends just
Oh,
as the
shit.
table begins to slide across the floor.
oh. I don't know if they have an anger management spot for dolls, but if they did, those dolls need to be
Or
there.
is it just a really creepy hoax? Let us know what you think's going on in the comments section below.
Look, look, look. Ooh. Hey. What the fuck?
In June 2014, this creepy blindfolded doll appeared on the side of a busy road in Singapore. The blindfold was covered in Arabic writing that said Bismillah, which translates to "in the name of Allah." Shortly after the doll's discovery,
Bismillah.
a mysterious story appeared on Reddit. It claimed that the doll was known to be possessed and had the ability
That
to
doll's a
control
rock
its
star.
own
Look,
movements,
gothic.
its
Oh.
voice. The post goes on to say that the original owner was so scared of the doll that she had to get rid of it. The only way she could be sure it wouldn't follow her home was to blindfold its eyes and write the Arabic phrase to keep the evil curse trapped.
Oh yeah, that little girl didn't want that doll anymore.
After the doll was seen by the side of the road, it mysteriously vanished. It was said that the curse was passed on to someone else who had found the doll and unknowingly removed its bindings. The doll's current whereabouts
Oh
is unknown.
no.
However, it's believed
Oh,
that the doll
look at-
returned to the
oh, just
roadside
look at
once
the
it
state of
found
you.
its current victim.
Telling you, man, possessed.
In 1970, a student nurse named Donna received a Raggedy Ann doll as a gift from her mother for her 28th
Another
birthday.
doll I didn't like, the Raggedy
After
Ants.
receiving the doll, both she and her roommate Angie began noticing strange things happening. The doll seemed to move around all by itself. The pair would often find the doll in a different room to where it was before they left the house. On several occasions, Donna left the doll on the couch before
Look at Anna Raggedy ass.
returning to find it sitting on her
Look.
bed in her room with the door closed. About a month after Donna first received the doll, the two women began to find disturbing messages written on parchment paper lying around the apartment. The messages, which looked
Oh,
as though they were
man.
written by a small child, read, "Help us and help Lou."
Oh
Lou was a
my
friend of the
God.
girls who had bad feelings about the doll from day one. One night, Donna came home to find the doll sitting on her bed. Feeling very uneasy, she inspected the doll and found that it looked as though it had drops of blood on its hands.
What?
The women decided to seek the advice of a medium who told them that the doll was actually possessed by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins.
Oh
The medium
shit.
claimed that Annabelle lived on the property before the apartment block was built and had suffered some sort of accident that led to her death. The medium told the women that Annabelle felt safe living with them and asked if she could stay. They agreed and took the doll home. Not long after returning home, even stranger.
Why would you want to take the doll?
One night when their friend Lou was staying over, he had a very vivid nightmare. When he awoke, he realised that he couldn't move. Next, he claimed the doll appeared at his feet and made its way up his leg, finally resting on his chest.
What?
The doll then strangled him until he passed out. He awoke the next day convinced that what had happened was not a dream. Later that day, Lou and Donna heard sounds coming
Could have
from
killed him.
Lou went to investigate but found nothing except the doll in a heap in the corner. As Lou turned to leave the room, he claimed the doll lunged at him and scratched his chest. The scratches appeared like claw marks and were hot like burns. Completely terrified, Donna contacted a priest who alerted paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine.
Oh, so
Warren.
this is the actual
Warren took
doll?
an immediate interest in the case and agreed to meet Donna. After investigating the matter, the Warrens determined that the spirit attached to the doll was not that of a little girl, but was actually a very dangerous demon. They believed the
Ooh.
spirit had tricked the woman into letting it stay in their house when it communicated through the medium. The
Ooh.
Warrens took the doll away and
Tricky
installed
little
it this way
bastard.
in their occult museum. It's housed within a glass case that reads, "Warning, positively do not open." To this day, the doll is still said to possess eerie powers. It was reported that a young man who mocked the doll while on tour of the museum died shortly after his
Wow,
visit.
man.
He
That's why
lost
you don't go
control of his
visit none of
motorcycle
that.
and drove head-on into a tree.
Why would you want to go and see something like that? Oh, look
The
at
doll has
look
been
at
passed down
you.
through 4 generations of the same
Look
family.
at
Its current
you,
owner, a
buddy.
woman
What's
named
that?
Anna,
Lipstick?
said that the doll was
Green
originally
eyes.
gifted to her
Look at the
great-grandmother from a
eyebrows.
jealous and bitter friend. The friend was believed to have placed an evil curse on the doll that saw her great-grandmother give birth to 2 children, a girl and a boy. 3 days after the birth, the son mysteriously passed away. Since then, all the women of the family
Can't
have
be
suffered the
playing with
same
none of that
fate. All have
demonic
given
stuff.
birth to a girl and a boy, and each time the boy has died 3 days later. The family says that at night they can hear the laughter and crying of many young infants coming from the doll. They believe that the doll acts
Oh
as a
my
vessel for
Jesus.
the spirits of the boys that all mysteriously passed away just 3 days after their birth.
Man, oh man, I don't know what get into people to have them thinking that they can go and visit these haunted spots with these dolls that just walk around at night and climb up your leg and choke you back to sleep. Why would you even want to see something like that? Never liked them. Never. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you don't like about dolls or what you do like about them. Because when it comes to me, myself, and I don't like anything about them. Nothing. Not the box they came in, nothing. Or the store that they were sold out of. But let me know your thoughts though. Gotta go.